All right, let's talk about the gig economy. So for those who are not familiar, the gig economy it's actually a big thing. There are a lot of people that are using a lot of the platforms that are out there, like Uber or Upwork or Fiverr. Many ways that people can go out and they can basically trade their excess capacity and their skills for services that people need acquired, right? And so what I want to talk about is, if you're participating in the gig economy, whether you're a part-time photographer supplementing your income, right? Or you're a freelancer who's moonlighting, what do you think in terms of whether or not these individuals should basically form a company to handle this extra work that they're doing in the gig economy?
So it's all going to depend on how much revenue they're generating, because this kind of comes back to that same topic that we talk about with 1099 people who are working for you. If you were just working this as a moonlight job, it's just kind of a part-time thing where you're making a few $1,000s a year, no, there's no reason for you to form an LLC at that point in time, because the reason you would form an LLC is for tax purposes. Do you make enough money to make the S-Corp election worth it? And typically that line, and from the CPAs we've been talking about since the tax reform and everything like that, the line's about the same. It's going to be right around that $50,000 threshold before you're really going to be seeing a lot of gain. I've heard as aggressive as $30,000 as far as that goes, but usually you're still having people talk about that $50,000. If you're underneath that amount and you don't think you're going to get anywhere close to it, then I probably would not make that election. The one thing that you can do is, if you were to want to build your business and get into it, you can form your LLC now, and that way when the time comes, the LLC does give the flexibility to change your tax status every single year. So from January 1 to March 15, you can decide how you're going to elect to be taxed for, say for example, 2018.
For sure. Awesome. Yeah. So you kind of use that back of the envelope number, 50K, potentially as low as 30K. Always ask a tax professional, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.